How does the state of the NBA's future with Warner Brothers Discovery affect AEW's media rights negotiations? And would that maybe encourage you to explore other potential bidders outside of the exclusive negotiation window when that closes? Where do things stand there?
Oh, well, I definitely won't talk to anybody before the window, and and I'm very happy with being at Warner Brothers Discovery. They've been so great to us, and we've been able to find a home at TBS and TNT, and it's very fitting that AEW has been able to find a home with the networks that have been the home to professional wrestling for so many decades. And the tradition of pro wrestling on TBS and TNT, it fits like a pair of gloves. And I love being here. We've watched the company change a lot, and now we're under the management of David Zaslav, who has been great to me. And I'm really blessed to work for him. And he's given us more opportunities, including the 2-hour window they gave us to create AEW Collision, which has been so much fun for me. I think some of the best shows we've ever done in AEW have been on Collision. I think some of the best matches in AEW history and some of the best stories have happened there on Collision. And going from 3 hours a week to 5 hours a week, it's completely changed the company. And we've grown so much. And, in some of the very granular analysis that happens in pro wrestling, that's something that is very big. And we see a lot, like I said, very granular analysis of data points week by week. But one of the biggest data points of all, and it's not just a week-to-week thing, it's week in, week out, is we've expanded from 3 hours a week to 5 hours a week. It's a big deal, and it's a big opportunity. And that is the most important growth. And we've been able to do it while sustaining the strength of the company and our pay-per-view business. And we're continuing to hit new markets and find new ways to deliver the show. I'm really excited about going down to the esports arena in Arlington for the Collision Summer Series on the path to All In. And I think that opportunity for Collision and all these opportunities came thanks to Mr. Zaslav and Warner Brothers Discovery and the team there with Kathleen Finch, Bruce Campbell, Sam Linsky, Dan Fox, all the great people that give us these opportunities week in, week out, and the president of the network, Mr. Jason Sarlanis, who's a big fan of AEW and very knowledgeable, and we're very fortunate to have a network president that knows that much about wrestling and cares that much about it. So I'm really blessed to be on TBS and TNT. I'm not sure what's going to happen with some of the other sports there, but it's very exciting that we're getting into college football now. There's a lot of great sports on TBS and TNT now, in addition to AEW and the wrestling we do. They've got, March Madness, NHL, MLB baseball, and now college football and the NBA. And I'm sure that however this ends up, that Mr. Zaslav will still have a very strong lineup of sports. And, I watching with interested eyes as to what happens with all this stuff. But I'm same as you. I mean, it's a little different for me because I worked at TBS and TNT. So maybe following it a little more closely than the average person, but I think all of you working in wrestling seem to be following it pretty closely too. So I think we're all kind of keeping an eye on it. But for me, I'm really happy to work here and very blessed. And every time I hear Tony Schiavone's voice on TBS and TNT, it puts a smile on my face, which means I get to smile a lot. And I work in the wrestling business, which also puts a smile on my face. So I'm very blessed by it all. And, we're every day we get to spend here on TBS and TNT. It's a real blessing for us in AEW.
Thank you, John. Tony, that's it. Do you have any closing thoughts?
Yeah, thanks, Jim. Well, it's been 5 years, 5 great years, and I'm so excited for Double or Nothing. I can't wait to go back to the MGM Grand. It'll be surreal being back where it all started on our 5-year anniversary weekend. And a lot of you on this call, this is not our first interaction over these 5 years. We've had a lot of great calls. Some of you have asked tough questions. Some of you have asked great questions, fun, nice questions. But through all the ups, downs, great shows, all the great events, we've had a really, really, very, I'd like to say, I would say a strong, I would say a big turnout from a lot of you coming to the shows, being at the scrums, being on these calls. We've had a lot of feedback, a lot of questions, a lot of articles, a lot of stories. You guys have all written thousands and thousands of words about AEW over the last 5 years. And I really appreciate it. Even if I haven't always agreed with everything you've all said, I think that all of you putting in the time and effort to covering wrestling makes all of our jobs and all of our lives better. And I appreciate that all of you do it. I think it's awesome. You know, wrestling's my favorite thing. And I really appreciate all the time you all put in on wrestling and especially on AEW. And thanks for doing it over these past 5 years. And hopefully we'll give you a great show on Sunday. And then we can celebrate 5 more years and many more after that. Thanks for coming to this media call today. And if you didn't get your question answered, hopefully we'll be able to answer it on Sunday at the scrum. And with that, Jim and Mandy and everybody on the AEW media team, I just wanted to thank all of you also. I try to thank the media at the end of these calls, but I also really appreciate all of you for everything you've done for us over these past 5 years. Jim and Mandy and a lot of the team here from the beginning. Adam came in and joined us along the way, and I think we got a great group here, and I'm very grateful to all of you, and thanks for a great 5 years.
Well, thank you, Tony. It has certainly been a privilege for all of us involved, and thank everyone here on the line. That is a wrap, but please keep an eye out for the audio recording of today's session with Tony. It should arrive soon. So with that, we hope to see you in person this weekend at the MGM Grand Garden Arena on Sunday night for Double or Nothing. And if you can't join us, we know that you'll be enjoying the action on pay-per-view. And no matter where you are this weekend, wherever you may be, please have a safe and enjoyable Memorial Day holiday weekend, and we will see you soon. Thank you.